Hey there, it's Carl Fisher of carlfishergolf.com. Today I'm going to be talking about something that everyone loves to do, and that's cleaning. No one loves to do that. I don't like cleaning either, but we have to do it because otherwise we get dirty. Our clubs get dirty, our grips get dirty. It's very important that we keep our clubs clean all the time because dirt on the club face gets in the way of the ball and club face contact and reduces the performance of the golf ball. Also, your grips. Uh, Most people I know and most people that I teach, um, unfortunately, rarely ever replace their grips. Now, a rule of thumb is if you play something like every 40 rounds of golf or thereabout, every 40 rounds of golf, you should actually replace your grips with new ones. Of course, you can extend that time period to prolong the use of your useful life of your current grips, and that's where cleaning comes into play. Every day we're out there golfing, we're outside in the dirt and the grass stains and dirt stains and dirt flying around, dust. All these pollutants out there are accumulating on our grips, and so I've just been finishing up cleaning my clubs and my grips. I want to show you what I have here. I just have a Tupperware container full of soapy water, and I have a little scrub brush I use. I have a wet old dish rag, and I have a clean towel to do the finishing touches. I'm just going to soak this a little bit, the club head in the soapy water. Use the brush I have to get the dirt all out of the grooves. There we go. I'm going to use the wet towel to clean off the remaining dirt. There we go. Wipe it down with a clean towel. There we go. I've already cleaned the grip already, and I've inspected it. You should always look at your grips to make sure, or just to look for any wear and tear. After you use grips for a while, you'll start to see areas that are worn down from use of your hands and fingers rubbing against the club. This grip doesn't have any signs of wear and tear on it. I've cleaned it now. This is a rubber grip, so it feels very, very tacky. It feels clean. The club face is now clean. It goes back in my bag. And now when I pull that club out and go to use it on the course, I'm going to feel so great looking at that shiny club head and feeling the tackiness of the grip in my hands. The tacky feeling that you want to have, you need to have, will allow you to grip the club with less force. I see most of my students always gripping the club extremely hard, which is detrimental to your golf game. You want to be able to grip the club just enough so it doesn't fly out of your hands when you're swinging. Too strong a grip, and you're not going to be able to let the club head swing on its natural path and do the work for you. So clean grips. Replace your grips. If you notice that your grips are slick and there's no more, you don't see any holes in I should say holes, but all grips come with little like winter tires or snow tires, or there's little grooves in here that are very small, and those are there to absorb any moisture that gets on the club from your sweaty hands or whatever. But you need to wash these as often as you can and replace the grips. I used to do it once every year in springtime. No matter what, I would always replace my grips. I'd take them to Golf Town. I would get a standard rubber grip. I used Golf Pride. You can use anything you want. There's a plethora, I wanted to use that word today, plethora of golf grips on the market today. Just explosion of golf grips. And you can go into a golf town. I wouldn't recommend you buy them on the internet because you want to be able to feel them in your hands before you actually select the ones to go on your club. So go to Golf Town. They have a whole section at the back, club fitting section, where you've got about 40 or 50 different grips for men, ladies, children, different sizes. You go through them and you feel which one feels the best to you in your hands. We're going for comfort here. There's nothing that says you have to have a certain grip. You can choose whatever grip you want that feels most comfortable to you and feels natural. That's the one you want to go with. If you pick up a few grips and one obviously stands out above the other ones, then pick that one and tell the gentleman behind the counter or lady behind the counter fixing the clubs, repairing the clubs, to just say, listen, I want you to replace all the grips on my club with this particular brand. And they'll do it for you. It takes about 20 minutes, half an hour, and or leave them there for a day, pick them up the next day. You'll be so happy when you pick out a club from your bag and there's a brand new grip or a freshly washed grip, and it obviously feels tacky in your hands. That's a sign that it's clean and that you'll be able to grip the club as loose as necessary to swing your best. Okay, so clean your clubs often. That's the lesson for today. Now, what am I going to do now? I'm going to go and I'm going to practice my putting with a putting mirror, which I showed you in my previous video on training aids. I have a putting mirror on the ground, on the mat, on the ground behind me, and I'm going to practice putts, perfect putts. I'm going to practice putting with my eyes directly over the line of the putt. I'm going to set up with the club face perfectly perpendicular to the line of the intended putt, and I'm going to have fun. I'm going to maybe hit 4 or 5 in a row, or maybe go for 5 in a row without missing, then 10 in a row without missing. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So until next time, clean your clubs. Keep them clean all the time. On the golf course, you want to have at least 2. I have 2 towels on my bag, 2 different towels. One I keep wet, just clean water. I spray some water on the end of one towel, and I use that every time I use the club. I wipe it down with the wet end, and then I dry it off with the dry towel, and I put it back in my bag. By the end of the round, there's no dirt on the club. I've already cleaned them throughout the round. So that's a tip you guys should use. Clean clubs, clean club face, improves your performance, and guess what? Doesn't cost a thing. It's free, okay? So until next time, I'm going to be putting over here. 1, 2, and there we go. All right. If you want lessons or want to get a hold of me, email, text, or phone me. Check my website out, carlfishergolf.com, and I will talk to you soon. See ya!